Welcome back to Active Life QiGong practice. Let's take a minute, have some fun, work on our health today. I'm really excited about today's lesson. I've been talking with patients over the past couple weeks about sciatic pain. It's so common, usually combined with low back pain, often from the low back. And we're going to work on a short set of things to improve this area. We need 3 different things for that. We need to loosen what's tight. We need to decompress the spine, and we need to strengthen what's weak. We're going to do those intermixed together, but all 3 of those are required if you want to have meaningful improvement in sciatic pain, hip pain, low back pain. The first step, not surprisingly, as we take our feet shoulder width and a half wide, is to breathe. Take your feet this wide, toes are pointed forward at high noon. Tuck your chin slightly, stand up nice and tall. The diaphragm, this big muscle, in anyone with low back pain will usually be frozen, meaning all the breathing is happening up here, and these structures can't get the massage, the compression, the extension that breathing naturally gives. So we have to breathe some life back down into the body, the low belly, the low back, the pelvis, and the legs. Our life gets us really tensed and tightened on the bottom and really overheated up top in our head, thinking all the time. So let's stand. We make the hands into the L shape. We bring them to the waist. Breathe in. And out. Drawing the shoulders down and back, tucking the chin. In. Trying to feel the waist expand the hands. Out. Squeezing the waist in, drawing the belly in to fit into a tight pair of pants. In. Out. We're always breathing in the nose, out the nose or the mouth. In. Out. As you do this, you'll feel more and more the hands moving with the breath. As the belly protrudes, the sides expand, and the back expands. In. Out. Pushing in with the arms, pulling the shoulders down and back. In. Out. We have this bend in our knees as if I'm sitting down on a chair behind me. So don't simply bend the knees forward like I'm sagging forward into the knees. This won't get the benefit of this position. So imagine you're sitting back behind you a bit while squeezing the feet towards each other just a little bit. When you do that, you'll feel engagement on the inner legs, and you'll feel a relaxing down of the pelvis, almost a tucking feeling. 2 more breaths. In. Out. In. And out. Good. Step the feet back together. Let's loosen what's tight. So first we're going to stretch the sides of the spine. Inhaling, left arm goes up, right arm down. Look at the bottom hand. Out. Fingers are still spread. In. Reaching up, pressing down. Out. Slow, fluid motion. Imagine in that you can feel the resistance of the air as you move through it. Out. Just like you can with water. In. Pressing the left leg to reach the right arm up. Out. In. This idea of the air being a little thick and having to sort of push through it slowly is extremely helpful. It's actually a reality in of the air all around us is often more like a fluid in its behavior out than an invisible weightless gas. In. So we're kind of swimming through the air and out. Good. We're going to now arch and extend, arching and extending, flexing and curling the back. We want to practice putting space here in the low back. Usually we're getting very stuck in this backwards position, poking the butt backwards, tightening the low back. As we do this exercise, think of that cat-cow shape a lot of people are familiar with, where we're arching the back all the way, and then we're flexing the back. So as we're here, we inhale the fists back, pull the shoulders back, pull the elbows back, arch the back. Exhale, push the hands forward, tuck the tail, round the upper back like a turtle's back. In. Out. Opening the hands, pressing forward from the shoulder blades. The arms should be pretty relaxed here. As we breathe in, we have a rowing, like a rowing machine, a rowing movement with our back engaging, extending our back. Exhale, pushing forward like a push-up or a bench press kind of position. Our whole back and chest push forward. Arms are pretty relaxed. In. Pull the elbows back, pull the fists back. Out. Push forward, try to reach as far as you can. When you've reached all you can, reach a little further. Curl the fingers in. Just warming up the low back. Out. Preparing all those muscles along the spine to be stretched and strengthened. In. And out. Good. There's so much stiffness around here from sitting in desks and cars and sofas all day long. We want to loosen some of that stiffness up. Just pulling and stretching it won't really work until we've broken up some of that stagnation and constraint. So we're going to use first our closed fists on our low back, and we're going to scrub or chafe our low back. So apply pretty strong pressure here. You should feel your hands get warm, the back get warm, and it should feel pretty good. You can use your knuckles and get close into the spine, walk out a little bit along the hip bone, anywhere that feels tight. You can go back and forth a little bit, just scrubbing the whole area. Still breathing, and we're still thinking of tucking our chin, lifting our head, keeping a slight bend in our knees. Our basic standing posture never leaves us, which takes constant practice in the beginning and soon will feel more second nature. Good. Then cupped hands, widen the feet. We're going to beat out the rug, beat the dust out of the rug. Right here under the belly button, between the hip bones, relaxed arms. Again, we have a sort of rowing shape with the back, a rowing movement. So the shoulder blades and back help to pull the arms into the belly. We're going to walk out the outer hip, walk down the IT band, the outer thigh, just to the top of the knee. Walk to the inside of the thigh muscles, and back up. Still breathing, keeping some of your awareness on the feet, being anchored, the head being lifted, standing up tall. Hands come out again. Now more onto the back. Gently on the low back. And then more firmly on the butt muscles, the glutes. Down into the hamstrings. Bend the knees, keep looking forward as you percuss the hamstrings. And then all the way around to the groin muscles. Walk up the inside of the thighs. One more time on each of those. Out to the outer hip, right outside of the hip bones. Down the sides of the legs. Across the top of the thigh, up the inner thigh. Always returning to this area under the navel. This is our center of movement, our center of gravity, where we seek to build a lot of awareness and sensitivity. Walk around to the back, down the glute muscles, bending the knees, looking forward to the hamstrings, all the way around to the groin muscles. Some people call this the psychic center, which just means that our mind can inhabit this area more. We can be less sort of stuck up in our head in the clouds, and more grounded with more awareness in our lower body. We call it the dantian. Good. Rest the hands there. Breathe here for a moment. Feel the warmth of the hands. The hands might feel kind of tingly after that percussion. Breathing in and out, see if you can notice any more movement here than in the beginning. There's no right or wrong. With it, we're just learning as we go. Inhaling, I feel my back separate from my hands. They both spread apart. When I exhale, they come closer together. One more time. In and out. So we're breaking up all this stiffness and constraint around the waist. Let's also now shake the legs. We shake a leg, pause, and replace it. So we're practicing our balance as well. A loose leg, the ankle and foot flop out in front of us. And you should feel like shaking off a tablecloth or a picnic blanket, the vibration all the way up the leg muscles. These poor leg muscles, they stay in the same position all day, every day in our work, standing or seated. Standing desks don't fix everything. They can be a good break, but we have to move, relieve the tension, limber up and strengthen these leg muscles. Or else we start to lose them, and that's mostly what sciatica is, and back pain is the atrophy and the sort of slow dying off of the lower body muscles. But we're not going to let that happen. Good. Now, we're going to do a similar thing. With any of these, you can have a wall nearby, a couch, a chair to have a hand onto for balance. I encourage you, if you need that, to do it. We're going to turn our right foot at 45, and we're going to now press our heel out to our side. Important here, I don't want to have any bend left in my hip when I'm all the way straight. And you'll know that's the case. If you're all the way straight, you'll feel your glute muscle contract. So we're going to take it back, kick it out. Set it down, kick it out. Just a foot off the ground, enough to feel that contraction. Here, you can easily have a hand on something to help balance. So we're getting that shaking feeling up into the side of the hip, but we're starting to begin to strengthen the hip muscles. So now we're going to leave the shaking and just reach the foot out, hold it. Really contracting that glute, no bend here, fully flat. Back down, let's do that 2 more times. We're still breathing. Holding on to something as you need. Back down. Still tucking the chin, lifting the head. Extending. And back down. Other side now. The left foot turns out to 45. We kick, we flick the heel out like we're stomping at something on the side of us. Hand here for support if you need. When I get to the end, I'm all the way flattened so I can feel that glute muscle engage. One of the most neglected motions for our legs is this outward stepping. We need it for all of life, but we don't need it for things like elliptical, running, walking, bicycling. So we train a lot this way and we neglect this outer area. Okay, now let's extend that leg. Extending the leg, engaging that glute muscle, trying to still stand upright, bringing it back. Again, breathing, extending that hip back. One more time, try to go an inch higher while not ducking your head too far to the side. Reach it up, extend, press through the hip. Good. So you should feel now like you've activated these muscles on the side of the hip and buttocks. That brings us to really our main exercise for elongating those tissues. We're going to do one more strengthening thing. So actually widen the feet, shoulder width and a half. I'm changing my plan in the moment here because we need something else. We're going to bring our hands back to our hips. You know the breathing pattern. In, feeling this lower area, filling the belly and back, out. In, sit down, level 1, out, stand up. The feet stay at high noon, don't let them turn out here. In to level 1, sitting behind us on a stool, not jutting our knees forward, out. You can have a chair behind you here for safety or a wall behind you. In, now to level 2, if it's available, out. Stick at whatever level you're comfortable with. In, out. In, let's go to level 3, out. Keep bringing the toes back to noon. In, out. One more, whatever level you're at. In, and out. As we do the squat correctly, we're not sticking our butt out as much. We're actually sinking our tail, and it elongates the lower back. It decompresses all those compressed discs and degenerative discs that we've all been diagnosed with. We start to put space here. So let's do one more squat, whatever level you're comfortable with. In, notice the tail tucks under, lengthening the low back. If you want for more balance, you can put the hands forward. Out, pressing through the heels, not arching the back to come up, still tucking the tail all the way to the top. Great. Main event now. Stand on your left leg, cross the right leg in front. Both legs are strong here. Having a support nearby for balance, a chair in front is often good. We're going to hinge forward. We're going to grab opposite elbows and reach the hands forward. So when we do this, I'm not just curling my spine and collapsing. I'm still staying tall, tucking the chin, hinging from the hips, reaching out, looking forward. Reach, reach, reach. You'll feel a strong stretch right in that sciatic area. If you have active pain, don't push this too far, but do it. It will help. Go to your point of comfort. Breathing. And then coming back up, reaching forward to come back up. Switch the legs. Now the right leg is supporting us, standing straight. The other leg crosses in front. Both push down and are fairly straight here. They're pushing through the feet. Opposite grip on the elbows. Reach forward, look forward, fold at the hips. Long spine. Keep looking forward in front of your arms. Breathing. Every time we breathe in, It elongates our spine. We breathe out. We fold a little more. Good. In. We're training our bodies how to exist in a new way, not that collapsed, tight, constrained way or exhausted way, but in a dynamic, strong, supple way. Inhale, reach forward, come up. Last time we're going to repeat those again. Here, switch legs, grab the elbows, inhale, reach forward, exhale, fold, and we're going to take one elbow down and then the other elbow down. Imagine you're going to reach and touch the ground in front of your feet. One side, the same side as your back hip, will feel extra stretch in that back sciatic area. Behind your calf maybe, behind your knee, back and forth, alternating elbows. Keep a little smile on your face. And there may be some strain, or some effort, but we don't want to start to grip the breath when it's hard. Tighten up. Switch legs, last one. Opposite elbows. Inhale, reach forward, exhale down. If I had a chair here, if I needed it, then I could be hands on the chair, helping to take a little load off my back and have a safety in front of me. Wherever you are, even if you're on a chair, you can take an elbow forward. If you're free hanging now, we're going to take the right elbow across, the left elbow across, pressing the feet down, tucking the chin, right elbow across, and left. You're doing great. Last one. Right and left. Wonderful. Inhale, lengthen, push your feet, stand up, relax the arms. So you probably feel, if you suffer from any low back pain, sciatic pain, you feel this area nice and warmed up, stretched. Let's close with widening our feet, shoulder width and a half. Open hands on the low back, hinge forward at the waist. So I'm hinging at the waist, I'm not curling the back. And we're going to circle to the left, exhale to the right. In a big circle, smooth, round at all angles. Out. You'll notice somewhere is sticky, somewhere is easier, somewhere is harder. In and out. Keep looking forward, even at the very back. In. Long, calm breath in and out. In, pull the shoulder heads back. Keep the chin tucked and out. 2 more. In. You feel the hip socket stretching. It's so good for all the ligaments around the hip socket and all the joints in the low back. Last one. In and out. If you do this routine, step the feet together every day, or even just a couple moves you remember from it, you will improve. It's a very stubborn thing to cure. This will get you there. Thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow.